The inside word from Washington to Beacon Hill. Today's newsmakers are going on the record.
Very good Sunday morning to you, everyone, with Liz Bruner. I'm Ed Harding this morning. Good morning, Liz. Good to see you this morning. Our guest this morning is Republican gubernatorial candidate Christy Mihos. He is 60 years old, lives in West Yarmouth, but Brockton is your hometown, sir, and that puts a smile on your face, I can see. This is your second run for the corner office here in Massachusetts in 2006. You garnered 7% of the vote as an independent. Welcome, sir, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you here. We're going to start right now by revisiting some of your own words from the 2006 gubernatorial campaign, in which you wrote, "Both political parties are more concerned with holding on to power than with helping people. And, as an independent candidate, I won't be indebted to any party or any interest group." Well, now you're running for governor as a Republican again. So what changed to bring you back to the Republican Party?
Well, I was always a Republican, and in 06, the Republican Party really left me. Its leadership left me. And Massachusetts is just not ready for an independent candidate. The people have a tough time, I think, counting to three and allowing an independent party in. So I'm back where I always was. I always was a Republican, but the leadership of the Republican Party caused me to leave last time. And there was no difference, really, between the leadership of the Republican Party and the leadership of the Democrat Party. They all have sold out to special interests. They're all looking to perpetuate that insider type of elitism, and that's where just I would never go there. I've never been there, and everybody knows me as an outsider. And I really do believe right now we need a viable two-party system. We're down to about 11% of registered voters here in the Commonwealth that are Republicans. This is the time to give the people a voice in their government by having a viable two-party system.
So based on what you said, what's changed in the Republican Party to get you back into the Republican Party? If you said it was as bad as it was 3 years ago.
Well, I said the leadership of it was bad. And what caused me to leave the party then was when Mitt Romney and Kerry Haley were taking donations from big dig contractors that I was fighting each and every day. And when our national committee man was then and still is today, and I've asked for his resignation, Hugo Chavez's lobbyists earning $3 million over the last 10 years. I find that reprehensible. Republicans, you know, there's a different standard for Republicans. There's one for everybody else, and Republicans were held to a higher standard. We can't be part of the inner workings of government. We have to be outsiders. We have to give people back their voice in government, and that's what I'm doing.
I wanted to ask you about just timing. You announced for governor in April. You wanted to be a Republican candidate for governor. Yet you didn't register with your area, your hometown resident, for it until June. Why? How do you explain the 2-month gap?
You know, I just didn't get around to it, and I don't really have to be registered as a Republican until next March, really, to run as a Republican, certainly. But I think I announced around April 30th. I went away to Florida to give my wife some time to get over that, really. And when I came back, I went down to my town hall and I changed my registration.
All right, for the next question, we want to show you something you'll be very familiar with. And we're going to show you this, and then we're going to ask you about it. Take a look.
Mr. Engineer, why is the big dig $12 billion over budget?
Well, you see...
Hey, how did the big dig get $12 billion over budget?
Simply put...
The commercial was on the air when you ran for governor a couple of years back. I was watching your face as you look at it. Are you embarrassed by that commercial?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm embarrassed by what has happened to the people of the Commonwealth because no one would listen to me back in 2001, 2002, 2003 when we said this has major faults in this project. Back in 2004, I was saying I would never take my kids through that project because someone's going to die, but they can't stop the leaks, Ed. And when leaks do not do well when they impact all the electrical type of systems we have in there that we've paid hundreds of millions of dollars for. The structure, it's concrete, it's steel. Steel doesn't do well when it's being impacted, or iron doesn't do when it's impacted by water, and the inclusions in the cement. Now, a lot of people have gone to prison because of what they did with that cement and all. They can't stop the leaks. There are going to be further problems in there as we go forward. We paid for a tunnel that should last 75 years. If we get 25 years out of it with another another major problem. You know, one person has died tragically, another person died because they couldn't get him to the hospital. We have severe problems in those tunnels.
I want to shift gears for you on a moment here. I want you to take a look at this graphic. We reviewed your state records, and we found that of the $271,000 that you have raised this year, $231,000 of it has come from your family or you yourself. So the question to you is, what do voters make of that if your family is putting up most of your money here?
Well, it's me. Right now, we just hired a fundraiser. We just got real serious about fundraising October 1st. And we have 4 fundraisers scheduled for the rest of this month, 7 in November, 10 in December, and all. It just wasn't really a priority.
How much money of your own personal money are you willing to spend? Because there are reports that it's going to cost $15 million to even compete.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to cost that, certainly.
Are you willing to spend that much if it
no,
does?
No, but it's not going to cost that much. This is a very difficult time to raise money. We'll raise what we need to raise. We have Dick Morris running our campaign. We have some real good people on the ground here. We're going to start TV advertising next week, certainly. So we're going to do what we have to do, but we just haven't gotten serious about fundraising as yet.
All right, let's turn to an OTR quiz. We like to ask the candidates who come in here, based on the job that they would like to aspire to. In other words, you want to be governor of the state. So these are reasonable questions that our editorial board thinks the governor of Massachusetts should be able to answer. Quiz question number 1. How much do drivers pay at the Alston tolls?
At the Alston tolls, it's $1.25 each way.
Bingo. You hit it right in the head. Question number 2. What's the unemployment rate here in Massachusetts today?
9.3.
9.3%. Hit it right in the head. What percentage of state residents do public health officials hope to vaccinate against the flu? I'm talking the flu, both strains, this year.
I'm saying maybe 60%.
Close. 50% is the number. We continue with Christy Mihos on the record. Stay with us.